Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Didrik Hermansen after his win at the 2016 Transgrancanaria. Congratulations, Didrik.
Thank you.
You ran a wonderfully smart race yesterday. Did it feel like that during the race?
Actually, yes. I remember when I saw you at Tejeda.
Yeah.
And you were telling me, Didrik, you're looking smart. And I was like thinking, yeah, I think I don't know if I look smart, but I think I ran smart.
Yeah.
I started off quite easy as I normally do, or perhaps not slow, but I think at the start everybody else is running so fast.
Yeah.
So last year I was number 19 at the top at Tamabada, and this year I was 2 minutes faster, so I was number 13. I was looking for some good runners to catch up with during the night, and I saw Jonas Bud, and
he's a good runner.
Yeah, and Sondre Andal, who knows the trails on this island better than nobody else, or perhaps Gerard Duran.
Yeah.
So we were a pack of 5 guys who ran together for the first few hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that felt controlled and...
Yeah, we arrived at Tanara 8 minutes before my time last year.
Okay.
And it felt okay. It didn't feel like I was pushing too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Jonas were pushing, and I tried to keep up with him. So it was, yeah, the first part was okay.
So you're at Artenara, and do you know how far ahead the leaders are?
Yeah, I heard it was 8 minutes.
And were you worried then, or were you just like, these people are going out too fast?
I don't think 8 minutes was too much, because it's a lot of uphill in the first part, and I don't think that's my biggest strength. So I was 8 minutes was okay, and then further to Terror, I was still 8 minutes behind. Yeah, still felt okay, and I was telling myself before the race to hold back until Terror.
Mm-hmm.
So I was holding back, and still not more than 8 minutes. So I was happy at that point.
And through that first half of the race, really, like you were in about that same position of middle of the teens to maybe 10th place, still hanging around Jonas and...
Yeah, we ran together. That was nice, those hours, and not expected to run alone, because Jonas left me in a part of that it was quite easy and quite runnable.
Mm-hmm.
So I hadn't expected that Jonas didn't follow.
And when did you said after Terror your plan was to take it easy until then? Did you start attacking a little?
A little more,
yeah.
So I catch up with one guy the way up to Tejeda, so up to 5th place, and then I saw another headlamp down to Tejeda. That was Campbell, which I right after I saw you at Tejeda.
Mm-hmm.
And then another headlamp up to Rocanublo.
So that probably was Diego Pazos,
yes,
the compressed guy.
but it took me quite a long time to catch up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Not until after Rocanublo actually. So the little in-out section at Rocanublo. It's a nice spot to spot other runners. So when I was going in, Gediminas was coming out, and that was the first time I saw Gediminas since the start. And I was looking at my watch, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you also get to see them, not just know the time.
And that's nice. Yeah.
And he didn't. How did he look?
I think he always looks strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's hard to tell, but yeah, I think he was looking strong at that time. And then I passed the guy from Switzerland.
Okay, yeah, Diego.
Yeah, Diego. On my way to Garanon. At Garanon, yeah, I stopped to try to eat something, which I always have problems to do. And I started the climb, the short but the steep climb up to Pico. And then suddenly a guy was behind me, and it was Gediminas.
Where did you pass him?
Yeah, I didn't knew that he stopped a little bit longer than me at Garanon to eat. So he passed me, and I let him go. I tried to.
Oh, he passed you. Okay.
Yeah, I tried to eat some gels, and I started to throw up.
You did.
Yeah. So I decided to take it easy up to Pico de las Nevas. So at the top, he had 1 minute, a little more than 1 minute ahead of me. And it was like 11 or 12 minutes to the French guy at
brilliant.
at the first in first position. So after I was throwing up, I didn't dare to eat anymore.
No.
So I didn't eat anything from
the last third of the race. Nothing.
Yeah, no, just sports drink.
Wow. Yeah. So when did you catch back up to Gediminas?
Soon after the highest point.
Yeah.
And then I pushed. That's my favorite part, the downhill section.
Yeah.
When I can run easily. And at Cruz Grande, Sondre, who unfortunately had pulled out of the race earlier, told me that I've taken 5 minutes to Aurelien.
That must have felt good.
Yeah, very good. And another 2 minutes all the way down to Tunte. So at Tunte I was 3 minutes up to the first guy, and 2 minutes back to Gediminas. And the steep
so at that point, are you thinking more about, you now just made up 7 minutes on Aurelien very quickly.
Yeah.
And Gediminas is only 2 minutes back. Who are you thinking about more, Aurelien or Gediminas?
Actually, Aurelien.
Really?
Yeah. Because I wasn't sure of him.
Yeah.
I didn't know his if he has just taken it easy in that part. And yeah, I think why did Gediminas let me go? If he, I thought that, but I knew that Gediminas is Gediminas, and he never gives up. So yeah, I was looking back in the climb after Tunte, and suddenly there he was again. I was, why can't you give up? And he passed me. I let him go, because I wanted to have fresh legs.
Yeah, so he passed you again.
He passed me again, so back at the third position. But he only had like 10-15 seconds on me at the top. So again, I started to run fast again. And at the trails down to probably just half a kilometers after the top, I passed Gediminas. And then I was chasing the leader. And I was chasing and running and looking, couldn't see him.
Yeah.
But finally, I saw Aurelien like perhaps 2K before Ayagares, and then I passed him quite easily, I think. And when I came to Ayagares, I decided to take a really short and fast stop. So I just grabbed a bottle of sports drink, and I couldn't eat the gel anyway, so I didn't need to use any time to to take on those things. And then when I was going out of the support or the aid station, then Gediminas had moved on to second place, and he was coming in. And then another,
there's another 3 kilometers that
yeah,
you kind of don't want to see, because you think that last long bit is downhill?
Yeah, it's
No.
not. It's not. It's up, up, up. And I didn't want Gediminas again to catch up with me, so I speeded up a little bit. And it it's turns like this, so I could see Gediminas back.
And he sees you.
Yeah. But luckily for me, that was the last time we saw
Yeah.
each other.
And how was the new descent to the finish? Was it very rocky?
Yeah, it's in a river, so the stones is moving, and there are a size which it's not natural to run at them. They're not big and they're not small, so it's quite difficult, I think, and it's hot. Very,
Do you like
very
the
hot.
new finish more than the old finish, or?
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you came in and finished in 12:41, or
Yeah.
so incredible.
13:41.
13:41. Okay, sorry. How was the? That's so much faster than last year. Do you think you ran that much faster, or do you think the last part of the course is a little faster as well, or how do you attribute such an improvement in time to not just your race, but the sort of the front of the field?
At Pico, I was 15 minutes in front of last year's time, and that part of the race is the same, And I think the last part of the race this year, I did better than last year.
Yeah.
So I think I ran faster, but perhaps not 49 minutes faster.
That's a lot faster.
Yeah, that's a lot faster.
Do you think the
perhaps,
conditions?
Perhaps 25 minutes, 30 minutes faster.
Do you think it was a little cooler and there were some clouds maybe as you were coming in?
Yeah.
Not so hot?
Not so hot. And I thought the trails would be more muddier than it actually was. So, I don't think it's... it didn't get any slower because of that.
Do you think it was your best ultramarathon so far?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Pretty proud of that one.
Absolutely.
You only wanted to move up one spot, and you did.
Yeah.
Going back as far as we want to, what's your history with sports, and in particularly in endurance sports?
I've always done sports.
Yeah.
In athletics, football, and handball.
Yeah.
I've been playing handball. That was my main sports thing during many years.
Yeah.
At the highest level in Norway.
Is there professional handball?
No, not professional.
But very high club, like.
Yeah. And some cross-country skiing. Just several things. But I think running is less easily for me. But I ran my first marathon 11 years ago.
Okay.
And then I didn't run for a couple of years, and I hooked up with another friend, and we ran another marathon.
And when was that? About how long ago?
And that was 2007.
Okay.
And then a couple of years, a little less, and then 2009, 2010, I started to run my first ultramarathon.
So what brought you to the trails?
I think it's easier to train on the trails. I live close to the forest, and in Oslo, Norway, where I live, it's really nice trails, and I think it's difficult to find any trails which is more technical.
Really?
Yeah,
It's very
it's not steep, but the trails are very technical.
Very rocky
with
and-
roots and very rocky.
So a challenge.
So nothing is. I think when I ran in a race and I heard it's technical, I think it's not going to be a problem.
So you like that? It's interesting because I think of you as being quite fast, but you like the
Yeah, I love it.
the tougher the better. So that last part on the riverbed was a challenge, but
Yeah.
also
yeah.
you knew you were strong at that.
I knew that Jonas Bud was probably the only guy in the field who could catch up with me if I was leading 10K before finish.
And having seen him earlier in the race, did you pretty much know that that wasn't going to be an issue at the
No,
end?
I didn't know where Jonas was actually, but I was looking behind me, looking for Gediminas, and I was also looking for Jonas, who perhaps smashing in 3:30.
You never know.
No, you never know. So I wasn't sure if I'm gonna win until 4K before the finish line.
Was that your first time beating Jonas?
Yes. Yes. That was nice.
What other races are you planning to do this year?
Actually, this is not my main goal this season. I have two main goals. Next up is Western States, and then UTMB.
Western States, folks, watch out.
Looking forward. Yeah.
Yeah, and UTMB?
Yes.
So no Ottervasen this year.
No. I love that race, but I'm aiming for UTMB this year.
Yeah, you're ready for those mountains.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hopefully.
Well, look forward to seeing you at Western States. Good luck with your training.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thanks.